What's up, Breakfast Club? You're with Got That Funk. Welcome to Monday's edition. I'm sorry I missed last week's video. I was quite depressed on Monday, so I had some friends come around and visit, and by the time they left, I actually forgot it was Monday. And I didn't realize till the next day that I'd missed my day, so sorry about that. I've been having an awful lot of really difficult personal stuff going on these days. Not all of it to do with me, just people that are close to me, unfortunately. And this has had the effect of concentrating my thinking domestically at the moment. And I'm really not so sure what kind of a Breakfast Club video I can really make. This video is probably going to come across more like something I would more normally put on my own channel. Yeah, so some hardcore stuff going on in my personal life at the moment. Yesterday I walked in on one of my best friends getting a blowjob from a woman who is the girlfriend of another one of my best friends, and these two guys just happened to be brothers, so it put me in a pretty awkward position. And I want to talk a little bit about where people think what's the moral thing to do when you're in a situation like that. You know, everything you do, even nothing, has the potential to fuck up other people's lives. And I just wish that I hadn't seen it, so I wasn't put in a position of having to do anything or not do anything about it. My initial response was to think to myself, well, you know, if I tell him it's only going to hurt him, and I just didn't see any benefit, because I didn't know for sure if they were going to be staying together much longer anyway, and maybe it should just fall apart of its own accord, and I didn't really want to be involved. I thought about it a lot. Would I want to know? And the answer is, in my case, no. You know, that's just me. I would rather people used other means to persuade me rather than that, because that's just something that once it's in your head, you're never going to get it out. You know, the level of betrayal is, you know, it's on a par with something I can't even comprehend. And I didn't know what to do. So I'm going to ask you, audience. I will tell you in a moment what I did do. What would you do faced with that situation? I didn't want to say anything, but I talked to another friend of mine who was well acquainted with everybody involved, who told me that they thought that my friend would want to know. And and also, you know, if it ever came out that I had seen and had never said anything, that could really seriously poison my relationship with my friend, who was completely innocent and everything. So I elected to tell. And obviously the repercussions are still ongoing. So it's been a heavy couple of days for me. And I'm sorry I can't talk about anything more sort of socially pertinent at this particular moment, but I think you'll understand. But the broader question I want to ask to make this more of a conversational video is, you know, not only what would you do, but I think this is a good example that there are situations where there is no moral, clear decision of what is right and what is wrong. And because from my point of view, morality emanates from suffering. You know, if something causes suffering or damage, then there's a potential that that thing could be an immoral thing. If it doesn't cause any suffering or damage, I have a difficult time in seeing how it could be immoral. So what do you guys think on that level as well? I'd be interested to have the conversation down below, and look forward to hearing what you've got to say. Sister Danger will be here for tomorrow's video on the Breakfast Club. I'm sure it'll be much more upbeat and interesting than this one was, and I'll try and do better for you guys next week. In the meantime, may all your ups and downs be ups.